Now people do like to see the keys of the Polestar, so this is the key. There's the Polestar logo on it right there. Wouldn't that, you wouldn't know it. I mean, it just looks like a little matchbox. Pretty simple. There's the trunk lock, unlock and lock, that's it. There's the emergency on that side. But that's it, and then there's the Polestar. I think this is what actually kind of gives you the key to it. I mean, that's the sending unit for it. So there we are, Model 2 Polestar. So the thing that you really notice when you first get into the Polestar 2 is that you don't really need to have your key in your hand. I have it in my pocket, and there's no button here to push anything. You sit in the car and it's on, and that's something that a lot of people don't quite understand, but you get used to that pretty well. All right, so let's get in here and use some of these things. My Android phone is wirelessly connected here to the Polestar 2. It also has wireless charging right there, which is really nice too. So let's see where we're going to go today. Another thing that you're going to see in this, specific to this Performance Plus, are these yellow safety belts. Now that's part of the Performance Plus package. You'll also see yellow Brembo brake calipers and air valve caps on the wheels. Also very interesting that that's there as well. So having the car already turned on, so all I really have to do now is do this. All right, put it in gear and we're on.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Nebraska Avenue Northwest.
So I find pickup in this vehicle to be great. You know, classic electric vehicle in that spot. I really like the handling of it. You can adjust the sensitivity of the steering if you want to do that. We can go over here and there's steering feel. Steering feels light, standard, or firm. I have it on standard right now, which is just fine. And this does have one pedal driving, which is nice. Also, coming up to a stop sign, really great there. One pedal driving, you can set that off to standard, low, or off. Creep is on, so you've got all kinds of different stuff. Your driver support here. You've got adaptive cruise control, lane keeping. A driver alert is on, so if it thinks I'm getting tired, it's going to be telling me road signs here. It's going to be telling me what's around. It's also got standard collision avoidance on, and notifications ready to drive notification is on, so we're good there. So there we are, 88% right now. Looks like 240 miles, so we're good on that. Wireless phone charger is on, and I'm hopefully charging. I don't want to power off the vehicle, but I could power off the vehicle right there. So now charging electric car is key, and there's a charge port here. I hit that, releases the charge plug, using my charge plug from my Hyundai, but there's the charge plug for that. Also take the larger CMS 1772, and then the larger CMS for DC fast chargers as well. And that just kind of stays in there when you put the 1772 in, which is nice. Otherwise, close it, done with. Now let's open up the front. The front is very simple, not very big. The thing I'm very impressed about is this huge. Look at the size of this cable. Let's compare that to my cable that I have over here. Look at the size. The black, of course, being the Polestar's charge cable, and the blue one being Hyundai's charge cable. But what's also nice with this charge cable is that this is set up for 110 outlet, but if I wanted to plug it into a dryer outlet, there it is. So that's why it's so thick, is so it can handle that heavier load. So you can see the difference. You can see the difference there. You really see the difference of the cables there. Yes, the difference of the load cables. So the 110 and the 220/240. What's its actual say on here? Yeah, 20 AWG, 600 volt, 105 degrees, 600 volt charge cup cord. So that's great. So there's a huge charge cord up here in the front. Just the tire. Here's your tire repair kit right here. What else do we have in here? I think these are just some basic things. Your jack there. So you're really not much you're gonna do up here. You're gonna change the windshield wiper fluid, but that is it. There's really nothing up front for you. Pretty simple, very Volvo-y though. This is the emission control information. There it goes. 2024 model year, fully electric. The only thing I'm going to say about it is its ride is a little rough. And I think that's just because of the 4,000 plus pound weight of the vehicle because of the batteries. And it is a heavier vehicle because it is a battery electric vehicle. Instantaneous power, which is well known for an electric vehicle. As I said, the ride's a little rough. It's the only thing I would say. There are just a couple things that I would say about this vehicle that I don't like. One is the ride is a little rough, and visibility isn't always the greatest. These mirrors they could be a little bit better. They give you a little pinpoint spot, but not enough for me. And also the sun visor, it doesn't slide out, it only goes back and forth. So those are my downfalls on this vehicle. Again, the gold seat belts denote the Performance Plus package. This does have the extra cost Napa leather, heated and cooled seats. These are cooled Napa leather seats. That's an extra price on it. I really like the touches in here. That really nice. And in the back, here's what we've got in the back. It's a high lift over is the one thing that I have noticed with this. Pretty simple, pretty clean. Not a whole lot of headroom or leg room. It does have adjustable vents there. Again, there's your two USB-Cs, rear heated seats. This as well. It does have a fold down cup holder here. It does have a fold down armrest with the just kind of little flimsy cup holders here. And interestingly enough, there is a pass-through. If I wanted to carry skis, I could do that. It does have a 30/70 drop down here, which is nice for the seat, so you could have somebody in the back seat. You can drop down there, and you can drop down here, and then I think, and then yeah, there's the, you can go all the way through to the trunk there. So that's the back. Have your oh shit handles. You have a light here, but there's no hook. I suppose you could hook your clothing on there, but that's it. But there's no separate clothing hook, neither side. I think that's for sound. People have asked me what this button is for. There's one on every door. This one doesn't have any dimples on it. One on the front has dimples. Let's go look at it. You see it has little dimples on it. I think it's just there for decor. The front has driver's seat does have memory seats, which is nice here. Your controls of your windows, 4 windows, locks, and of course the exterior mirrors. So this is what the inside of the Polestar looks like. Now, you don't know if you can see it or not, but you can probably, I don't know, can you see the little Polestar light up there? Yeah, there's a little Polestar. There's a light that puts the Polestar logo up on this solid glass roof. Now this is a solid glass roof. It does not have a shade on it, and it does not, it's not operable. Trunk on the Polestar 2. Pretty simple, very clean back end here with the lights, the highlight here, the high brake light there, the blade light here. So if I want to open the trunk, put that open there, and there you go. And that is the size of the trunk. One of the things that I like here is you can put this up, and it splits the trunk into sort of 2 areas. You can do that. Put that down here. And there's another hideaway trunk area, which is good. So if you're putting, bringing a laptop or something, that's a great thing to have. There's a 12-volt outlet here. There's a 12-volt outlet here. Why anyone still has 12 volts, we don't know. Put a little something there. Put a little something there. And this is a hard removable cover. Not one of my favorite things, because what do you do with it when you're not using it? One of the things I've always liked about Volvos is that little plastic thing there for parking passes. That's great. So that's the inside of the Polestar. So Polestar 2. Pretty impressed overall with the drive experience. I really like the look of it. I've also found the only thing that I really don't like about it is visibility isn't great with those mirrors on the outside. The other thing I didn't really like a whole lot was the fact that the sunshades do not expand out. But in general, it drove well. It rides a little heavy, but then again, it's a 4,000-pound small sedan. So the Polestar 2, pretty impressed with it after a week of driving it. Much more so than I was impressed with the Polestar that I had rented from Hertz. Really like the overall driving experience and what I've seen with it.